Hello, dear subscribers and guests of the channel. 79th cosmonaut of the USSR, Russia, and the 309th cosmonaut in the world. From my memories, I was amazed by the beauty of the Earth from space, which radiated the alluring blue light of life. The feeling of fear turned to delight when I opened the hatch of the orbital station. Oh my Kazakhstan! Coincidentally, my first spacewalk took place at the very moment when the Mir station flew over my native land. However, in space, the whole Earth is native. But when I saw the familiar contours of mountains, lakes, and the endless Kazakh steppes, I realized it was a sign. It was a blessing to my homeland, as the son of the Kazakh land, and a blessing to the Kazakh, who was the first of his compatriots to step into outer space. Talget Musabayev made his first flight into space from July 1 to November 4, 1994 on the Soyuz TM-19 manned transport spacecraft. Talget Musabayev flew into space 3 times. During this time, he spent more than a year in space, or rather 341 days, 09 hours and 46 minutes. Each time after returning from orbit, he was personally greeted by the first president of Kazakhstan, Nursultan Nazarbayev. From an astronaut's story about working in outer space to go into outer space, you need to have certain data that not every cosmonaut and astronaut has. The preparation is very lengthy. Work requires not only mental effort and knowledge, but also great physical abilities. In one exit, about 3 to 5 kilograms of weight is lost. For 8 hours a person does not drink, does not eat, only works in conditions of severe emotional stress. Your life is separated from the afterlife only by the shell of a spacesuit, the glass of a helmet. The slightest malfunction in the suit and you're gone. Stress tolerance, psychological training should be provided, not to mention that you are technically prepared. For this purpose, training is conducted both in Star City and in Houston, at the L. Johnson Center, and at the European Space Agency. I had to learn and show results everywhere. Talget performed his second, 208-day space flight from January 29 to August 25, 1998 as the commander of the international Russian Kazakh-American-French crew as part of the first phase of the Russian-American Mir shuttle program. During this flight, Talget Musabayev and Nikolai Budarin went into outer space 5 times and set a record. They worked outside in one flight for 30 hours and 8 minutes. From Talget's memoirs, apart from us, no one could make a specific engineering decision to continue the work. And without work, an approach to the solar panel is impossible. The entire first exit was spent installing handrails and workstations at the solar panel. And this work in zero gravity, in the shade, at a temperature of minus 140 degrees, in heavy spacesuits lasted 5 hours and 26 minutes. That is, almost to the limit of the life support system of the spacesuits. It should be noted that the work was completed successfully. However, when we entered the station, we could not move our fingers normally. Our hands fell off. Just to make a fist in a spacesuit, you need to make an effort of 16 kilograms. Now imagine that you had to tighten the nuts and bolts for 6 hours. In addition, it is necessary to hold and move only by hand. Talget Amangildevich Musabayev, born January 7, 1951, Kargly village, Jambul district, Alma-Ata region, is a Soviet and Russian cosmonaut. His training and first flight into space took place in the early 1990s, the time of the formation of independent Kazakhstan. In 1994, he became the first cosmonaut of the Sovereign Republic of Kazakhstan, as well as the first Kazakh to perform a spacewalk. Talget Musabayev's third flight was the shortest and lasted almost 8 days, starting on April 28. The flight ended on May 6, 2001, and this time he was the commander of the Soyuz TM-2 crew. Then Talget Musabayev and his crew opened The era of space tourism. The crew included the first space tourist, American millionaire Denis Tito. Russian and Kazakh cosmonaut Taugut Musabayev died at the age of 75. His death was announced by President of Kazakhstan Kassym-Jomart Tokayev, who sent a telegram of condolences to his family and friends. Watch my channel and subscribe. You will learn a lot of new and interesting things. Click on the bell to be the first to watch new videos on the channel.